Artificial intelligence, or AI, has found its way into consulting.
I need your clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle.
No, not that guy. But after Bain announced its collaboration with OpenAI, McKinsey now introduced its own proprietary AI solution, called Lilli. And today, we'll provide you with an inside look at it. People are discussing whether a tool like Lilli actually works, how long it will take until it gets scrapped after leaking client information for the first time, or whether it will kill the consulting industry altogether. All this and more coming up now. Enjoy! First, let's explore what Lilli actually is. But before we get into that, why the name Lilli? Something powerful like Skynet would be cooler, right? But Lilli is named after the first woman that was hired at McKinsey, Lillian Dombrowski. And just one more thing before we get started, all the images of Lilli we're showing are recreations, not the real thing. The McKinsey lawyers probably have their hands full with other things, but we don't want to cause any unnecessary trouble.
The greatest witch hunt of all time.
Lilli is very similar to ChatGPT. Not only does the interface look similar, but it is also a synthesis engine. That means that the user is entering a prompt, and Lilli goes through a variety of sources and gives the user a synthesized answer. So nothing new here. However, now comes the twist. Lilli has two different modes. A GenAI mode based on ChatGPT and a client capabilities mode. And that is what makes Lilli so powerful. To fully understand what Lilli does, we first need to understand how consultants internally manage the knowledge and insights from their work. At McKinsey, it's all centered around a big knowledge database, which is called Know. In it, you find large amounts of the knowledge that was generated over years of projects, codified and classified in an easily accessible way. You can search for all sorts of knowledge pieces. These can range from industry primers, guidebooks for project managers, in-depth industry analyses, template work plans, to case studies. You can also filter them, for example, by industry and geography. Additionally, you'll learn who wrote these pieces and who the firm internal experts on the respective topics are. These are some examples of the types of documents you'd find on Know. The market for pet food in Brazil. The latest developments in hearing aid technology. Newest regulation of the healthcare sector in Vietnam. Or a blueprint for a procurement transformation in the naval shipbuilding industry. Sounds pretty crazy, but it's actually true. McKinsey has done so much over such a long time that they've built up an insane amount of knowledge, from basic to the most outlandish you can think of. But then, how do you even come up with such a knowledge database? Well, this is how it usually works. After a project that had some novel or interesting aspect to it, the project team usually creates a document about the engagement. The focus of these documents could be on anything, really. So, how the project was structured, how different topics were approached, what the insights were, what market trends they identified, and so on. Anything that's useful and interesting will be captured. But now the important detail. These documents are always sanitized. Sanitized means that all client names or references that could reveal the client are changed or removed. So not only will you not find a client name, but also the data is sometimes altered so that the client stays confidential. This is taken very seriously. Consultants all the way to partners check the documents diligently to make sure it's properly sanitized. If you want to know more about knowledge generation in consulting, let us know in the comments. Now you might wonder why we explained Know in such depth. Well, the reason is that Lilli has full access to Know, and this is what makes it so powerful.
Even more powerful than Master Yoda.
You could ask Lilli anything in a conversational mode, and even if you're clueless on how to ask your question, Lilli comes with a prompt library with best practice prompts for various topics and scenarios. So instead of you searching and filtering, hoping that you stumble upon the right document, Lilli will synthesize the information on Know for you based on your specific question or problem. For example, you could ask how to structure a specific workstream, or to give a brief overview of the industry, or to summarize McKinsey's project experience in a sector or region to establish credibility with prospective clients. And you'll get a well-structured answer based on McKinsey's entire knowledge base. On top of that, and this is where it goes beyond ChatGPT, each statement that Lilli makes has a direct reference to a specific document on Know. One click will take you there. And finally, Lilli also points to firm-wide experts on the topic, as well as firm internal solutions or teams. Aside from cataloging all the internal knowledge, Lilli also has access to external data providers. To give just one example, it's interlinked with SEC data, so you can get all the financial data and annual report information from listed companies in the US. Okay, so now that we know what data Lilli uses, we can dispel this idea that Lilli might accidentally leak client data. First of all the potentially sensitive internal knowledge comes from Know, which, as we learned before, only contains sanitized documents. So there won't be any client names or references in the output. And secondly, a Lilli output would never go unchecked and be directly forwarded to the client. The output is always just a starting point. This will then be put on a slide in an appropriate form and quality checked extensively before it gets in front of a client. So there's really zero danger that Lilli leaks any sensitive information. Okay, but how does Lilli now effectively change the job of a consultant? Well, let us give you 3 examples. First, Lilli allows you to shortcut many tedious processes. For example, if you're a junior consultant and are currently between projects, which we refer to as being on the beach,
oh, looks like this beach was a little too much beach for you, Ken.
You usually have to support in writing letters of proposals, in short, LOPs. These LOPs are basically answers to clients' requests for proposal, in short, RFPs. In an RFP, clients ask consulting firms how they would approach a certain problem they have. In the end, the client selects one consultancy who then gets to execute the project. The process of writing LOPs is usually very tedious, especially for younger consultants who don't have any experience in the industry or the topic of the LOP. They usually spend hours just collecting material and trying to figure out what the topic is even all about. Lilli shortcuts this process by summarizing the key points and also presenting them with the used sources and experts on the topic. That's a game changer for LOPs. Another example is structuring projects. As an engagement manager, you usually spend a lot of time structuring a project. So, dividing up the work streams, defining the scope, allocating time and resources, etc. Lilli now can give you insights on how other projects in the space were structured and can also account for specific requirements if you define them for Lilli. And lastly, Lilli can help you during projects. If you're stuck in your work stream and don't know what to do next or what areas to look into, you can use Lilli to give you an idea of what the next steps could be and what trends you could look into. So overall, Lilli has the potential to shortcut many tasks that usually require you to go through the entire knowledge database, looking for the right docs and synthesizing the key inputs from multiple sources. This is a task that is usually very time consuming, especially if you're not familiar with an industry. Lilli speeds up this process a lot. But now the ultimate question. Will Lilli replace actual consultants? Here the answer is a clear
Hell no, motherfuckers!
Lilli is great at synthesizing existing knowledge, but it cannot link you to the concrete client situation. The job of a consultant isn't just Googling stuff or copy-pasting something from the internal knowledge pool and then throwing it over the fence to the client. It's so much more. Here's just a short selection of things that Lilli won't do for you. Organize a workshop with clients. Go to meetings or interview clients. Go in the client's factory and analyze the production processes. Build an Excel model. Ask the back office team to launch a new research effort. Analyze the client's organizational structure. So you see, it's a lot of interpersonal stuff, and it's always extremely specific to the client context. Holding all these threads together is a challenge, and the reason why consulting is such an intense job. We've described this in depth in one of our other videos if you're interested. So by now, it should be clear that GenAI will not kill consulting or certain consulting firms. Lilli is definitely useful, speeding up some workflows and giving nicely synthesized input here or there, but the consultant is the one that is ultimately connecting the dots. And if anyone thinks they can dethrone McKinsey, for example, now that they have ChatGPT, think again. ChatGPT doesn't do the job of a consultant for you, it doesn't replace a global network of experts, and it doesn't pull data from a huge internal knowledge database. So all in all, GenAI won't kill consulting. If anything, it will only allow consultants to work more efficiently. So there you have it. This was an intro into GenAI and Lilli and how it affects consulting. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe and activate the bell for more content like this. Let us know in the comments below if you have any questions or if there's a topic you'd like us to cover next. Thanks for watching and we'll catch you in the next one.